Have you ever found yourself humming the same tune over and over long after it stopped playing? That catchy chorus ad jingle or an old song suddenly loops in your mind. Psychologists have a name for this phenomenon: last song syndrome, or LSS for short. It's something everyone experiences. But why does it happen? And why do some songs seem to stick while others vanish almost immediately from our memory? Let's find out, right here on History of Simple Things. At its core, LSS is an earworm, a piece of music that gets stuck in your head. But calling it just stuck in your head doesn't capture the weird, sometimes frustrating persistence of it. An earworm isn't always the song you want to hear. It's often a snippet, a chorus, or even just a catchy rhythm. Scientists call it the brain involuntarily replaying a memorable song, sometimes for hours. So what's actually happening in your brain when LSS strikes? Research suggests it's a combination of memory, attention, and repetition. A 2013 study by the Department of Psychology at the University of London found that earworms tend to latch onto songs with simple, repetitive melodic patterns, choruses or hooks that are easy to remember. Simple, predictable melodies are easy for your brain to replay, why repetitive pop choruses dominate LSS. Interestingly, scientists also link LSS to the brain's problem-solving centers. A 2016 study published in Consciousness and Cognition suggested that when our brains are underworked or mildly distracted, they may fill the gap with music. This is called the cognitive itch hypothesis. Your brain craves stimulation, and looping a familiar song provides it without requiring effort. In other words, sometimes your brain hums for fun. Not every song has the power to become an earworm. Why do certain tunes invade your mind while others fade quickly? There are a few factors at play. First, melodic simplicity and repetition matter. Think of songs like Bad Romance by Lady Gaga or the classic Happy by Pharrell Williams. Songs linked to strong memories are more likely to stick, replaying like a mental highlight reel. Tempo and rhythm also influence LSS. Songs with a moderate tempo, around 120 beats per minute, are often the most infectious. Fast songs can feel chaotic, slow songs might be too relaxing, but a steady, upbeat rhythm is just right for mental looping. And then there's the earworm paradox. Once a song is stuck, the more you try to suppress it, the stronger it becomes. It's like your brain is saying, "Oh, you don't want me to play it? Challenge accepted." Some scientists see LSS as evolutionary. Music may have helped early humans bond and recognize patterns, a survival skill. Earworms can be fun at first, but they become annoying when your brain is tired or stressed. Emotional songs like breakup hits or dramatic hooks stick the hardest, looping like a mental screensaver. So is there a cure? While LSS might feel unstoppable, researchers have found a few ways to dislodge a song from your mind. One method is called the cure song strategy. Replace the stuck song with another, preferably something equally engaging but not annoying. Some people find chewing gum helps, possibly because it engages parts of the brain involved in subvocalization, which disrupts the looping process. Earworms aren't just a modern annoyance. They've been part of culture for centuries. Classical composers like Mozart and Beethoven use simple, repetitive motifs that easily stuck in listeners' minds. Folk songs, nursery rhymes, and jingles were also designed to be memorable across generations. Advertisers designed jingles like Coca-Cola's to exploit the brain's tendency to loop music. In today's world, streaming platforms and social media have made earworms even more common. Repetitive choruses, viral hooks, and short clips on apps like TikTok constantly prime our brains to latch onto music. A 15-second snippet can spread across the internet in hours, turning what was once a rare quirk into a near-daily experience for millions. Despite being annoying at times, LSS isn't harmful. In fact, some psychologists suggest it can even be beneficial. Earworms might enhance memory, mood, or creativity, offering your brain a small, enjoyable mental workout. The looping process can stimulate parts of the brain associated with planning, prediction, and pattern recognition. In a multitasking world, a familiar song on autopilot can offer a small, comforting distraction. Even though earworms can feel repetitive or distracting, they show how active and adaptable your brain is. That mental looping engages memory, attention, and pattern recognition, almost like a tiny workout for your mind. In a way, having a song stuck in your head is your brain exercising its ability to process and organize information. It's a reminder that even the simplest tunes can reveal the complex musical way your mind keeps itself sharp. So, the next time you catch yourself singing for the 10th time in a day, remember that your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do: recognizing patterns, replaying meaningful stimuli, and keeping itself entertained when attention is free. LSS shows the power of music, memory, and the mind. It may be a minor annoyance, but it connects us to the magical way songs stick long after the last note. In a sense, every earworm is proof that music doesn't just reach our ears, it lives in our minds. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.